Glaze, you were the man in terms of MMA. You went all in on Hardy. What are your thoughts on this?
Well, it's not to go all in and on. It's pretty cut and dry here. And look, and I asked all my fellow MMA coaches and all the promoters out there not to give this guy a chance because he doesn't deserve it. It's a privilege to play this sport or play football. And look, we here at Unbreakable Performance, and I know all other places I've worked, we actually train women to defend themselves against people like Greg Hardy and with domestic violence. I'm not on my high horse here, all right? It's an art. It's martial arts. It's the art of self-defense is how it started, all right? Not so you could use it to be more aggressive and more violent. And I just think that first of all, the guy's showing absolutely no remorse whatsoever. And people go, no, well, don't you believe in second chances? What second chance? He's not asking. There's been no remorse. So I love the sport. It's a beautiful sport where you learn all these different arts. Somebody like this does not deserve the privilege to do that. So, yes, I'm calling on every other coach out there to not train this dude. He does not deserve it. He doesn't deserve to be allowed to be around us. It's not what we stand for. And I know people go, well, there's a problem with domestic violence in MMA. Hey, there are individuals there who do that in our sport, too. I don't think they should be in our sport either. All right, that's the bottom line. If you are violent with a woman, you play a violent sport, your privilege should be stripped to you. That is it. This guy shouldn't be allowed in it. He tarnishes what I think is one of the greatest sports on the planet.
So, Glaze, how do you think that, the phrase in the NFL is always all it takes is one, right? So all it takes is one trainer to say, I'll do it. How effective?
I can't speak for her, but I'm just asking everybody not to.
Well, how effective do you think that's going to be?
People have already retweeted.
Yeah.
What's that?
How effective do you think that's going to be? Have you heard from people within the training community to say, okay, I'm with you?
Yeah, I've heard from promoters. I've heard from other fighters, heard from other coaches. And look, I'm not picking on Greg. Well, hell, I guess I am picking on Greg Hardy. Screw him.
So
I'm sorry. Here it is.
So
he doesn't deserve to be around us. That's it. Now look, here's another thing. Well, I've come out and I've talked strongly about Ray Rice also, right? But man, at least Ray is trying to do the right things. He screwed up badly, right? He's now using it to try and turn around to help others, help the cause, bring light to it. This guy's not. So he doesn't deserve to be around us. The people in our sport, regardless of what the fans may or may not know about mixed martial arts, you got some of the greatest, most loyal characters ever in this sport. And it is a privilege to be around any of us, in my opinion. The great thing about MMA is the people who fight in it, I don't care what your record is or what it is, 99.99999% of the world are unwilling or unable to do it. So it's a privilege to be in it. And Greg Hardy does not deserve that privilege. Can't be stronger about it.
Last one for you, Glaze, before I let you go, because I know you got some other things going on. How do you think Dana White's going to view this? Does Hardy have to be accredited in any way, shape, or form to get?
Dana White's going to sign Greg Hardy. It's just, and the other thing too is you have to, like you just saw it with CM Punk. You have to have a certain amount of fights even to be licensed on a higher level. If he's going to have some low level, here's the thing, he's going to have to start with some lower level fights. But I just hope nobody trains him. Here's a guy who's used force to horrifically beat a young lady. Well, let's not give him more of those skills. All right? Let's use our time, anybody, that time you'd spend with Greg Hardy, all right? Let's use it on teaching women how to defend themselves when you have somebody like this who does that. Greg Hardy, if you're listening, choose another sport.
Glaze, thanks for the time, bud. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
You got it. Take care of yourself. That's Jay Glazer, Fox Sports.
The Rich Eisen Show, weekdays at noon Eastern on Audience.